85 years ago today, Detective Comics number 27 was released, and it was the first appearance of Batman. And here we are, Batman Day, 85 years from the comic to, wow, what it's become now. I mean, my office is just covered in Batman stuff. Even I'm covered in Batman stuff, you know? And obviously Batman has expanded to theatrical films, TV shows, video games, more and more iterations in the comics, and it's not stopping anytime soon because I've got some Batman news for you. Before I get into the news of, I'm sure, what you've heard recently and everything, I just want to say, yeah, happy Batman Day. One of my favourite superheroes ever. And I love the DC universe. I'm looking forward to what James Gunn is doing with the DCU. And as you can see again, I'm just loads of Batman action figures and everything. I mean, we've got my main man, Keaton, who was my first live action Batman I saw. And I've even got the 89 Batmobile right here, and obviously one of my favourite Batman films in memory was the Dark Knight trilogy, and the Dark Knight to be more specific, and just up there is my Dark Knight collection from the McFarlane toy range. So I'm a huge fan of different iterations, different media Batman has appeared in, and the other characters from the Bat family and the DC universe overall. But obviously we are all looking forward to the return of Robert Pattinson as Batman and returning to Matt Reeves' world. But we've just returned to Matt Reeves' Gotham City with The Penguin episode 1, and I was going to record a reaction to it and everything, but to be honest, it's not my sort of content. That's not the sort of content I do. Maybe further down the line I'll do something more like that, but just right now I was just enjoying watching it on my big telly in 4K, and I've got to say, wow, what an episode. Colin Farrell was amazing as the Penguin. The world of Gotham City that Matt Reeves created in the Batman a couple of years ago is just very, very present, and it's really good to be getting into the underbelly of not just the city but the criminal organization of the Falcons and everything. It's such a good pilot episode. It was such a good pilot episode, but I'm really annoyed I've got to wait 9 days to the second ep, and then we return to regular, scheduling of, it being every week, but just got to wait a little bit longer. And I'm really, really looking forward to episode 2. But obviously with the Penguin show coming out, Matt Reeves has been doing press for the show, and obviously loads of people are asking about the status of the Batman Part 2. And last we heard, Matt and his writer Matthew Tomlinson were writing it and thinking of ideas, and obviously the Penguin was originally going to be a part of the Batman Part 2, but it was re-engineered into a TV show. So what is the story going to be? Well, they have just finished writing the script and are ready to start filming early next year. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for Part 2. I think, The Batman is not my favourite Batman film, but is one I really, really do enjoy. It's very long, and I know that is a criticism people hate these days, but it is a long film, and there wasn't much going on in some places. I think they can take away from the first film what didn't work and did work and put it in the second one. I really hope with this one they just kind of go all out, kind of like Christopher Nolan did with his Batman trilogy. Begins was a bit safe when you think about it, but The Dark Knight, whew, what a film. And who's the villain going to be in the Batman Part 2? I do think, and I know you've heard it, it's going to be Mr. Freeze. It has to be Mr. Freeze. With all the sort of teasers Matt Reeves has been saying about it possibly being based in winter, I can see a Christmas sort of, Batman Returns-esque film happening, and just, Gotham being flooded and ice kind of coming into it and everything. It just makes sense, and I do think you can make a grounded, realistic Mr. Freeze. Who will play him? I think Peter Capaldi will be really good as that character, but I don't think that will happen. They'll have to get some sort of bigger name probably for this second one. But the story of Batman, obviously the film's called The Batman. It's about Bruce Wayne developing, developing into the superhero we all know and love now. So I'm looking forward to seeing him try that Bruce Wayne charm, and he needs to be less like himself and more of the rich playboy, basically. And I think we're going to be exploring that in the next one, and Bruce trying to get grips to it. And then the third one, he's kind of formed by the end. He is the Batman we all know and love. But it still is early days, because it does sound like this film's only taking place a couple of weeks after the Penguin show and the first Batman movie, to be honest. But enough news. They've got enough press now, and I'm sure when I post this video on Batman's 85th anniversary, there's going to be a huge announcement about casting. But do expect in the next couple of weeks, especially with the Penguin being released weekly, there's going to be lots and lots of the Batman news and casting and everything and filming dates and so on. And I think that release date's going to change. I think it's October 2026 currently. I think it could change just with the amount of time these guys need to work on the film. And hopefully no global pandemic will hit to delay the film even further, which was one of the frustrating things about the Batman. Another thing I got today with the 85th anniversary, going back to Keaton, was this Battle Damaged Funko Pop, which I think is just a new release basically. But I'm not really a Funko Pop collector, and I've been trying to sell loads recently. But I do like it. I do like them. They are kind of cool. So to kind of wrap up the day, I'm planning to finish playing Batman Begins. I'm on the last mission against Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, I suck at this game.
And then I'm probably going to be jumping on the Spider-Man trilogy after that. But I am desperate to jump back into the world of Arkham. And with Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Origins, and obviously my favourite video game, Arkham Knight. So I'm going to be playing lots of video games tonight. And I do kind of want to watch a Batman film. I watched Batman Begins this morning. It was just on like a TV channel when I was watching it. So I was just like, yeah, I'll just sit down and watch this and have a coffee, and got to the end. And it's still a brilliant film. To be honest, like Batman to me, I think it is, going deep. I think it is just how human he is and how broken he is. That's really interesting. And that's why people kind of are really interested in him, and he has no superpowers. He's rich, but apart from that, and he's really cool. Like, he's a bat, and it's kind of cool. But yeah, to me, Batman, the first thing I ever saw was the animated series. The first action figure I ever had of Batman was an animated series Batman. So yeah, it's just been there my whole life, and I'm looking forward to the future of Batman. And then talking about James Gunn's DCU, I'm really looking forward to seeing how different this Batman could be, because I think we need to slightly move away from like what Matt Reeves is doing and what Chris Nolan did, and those dark gritty Batmans we kind of need to push to the side, I think, because with the DCU you could have I'm not saying like lighter as in he's like jolly and everything, but I'm just talking about the aesthetics, like the costume. It could be the blue and grey. Can you imagine the blue and grey costume in live action? Oh my God. But I think, the Bat family, if they can just flesh that out more, because it does feel like Batman's been on his own. Ever since Batman and Robin, we've never really seen a Batman be a team player with people in his Bat family. We've obviously seen it in Justice League and everything, but I want to know more about the Bat family. And I've been reading comics, based with the Bat family, like Batman and Robin, Batman Reborn. This is actually Nightwing. But I've been reading this. I've been trying to delve in deeper to the Bat family and just kind of get to know them, because what I think is going to happen in the DCU is they're really, really going to try and put like Robin and Nightwing and Batgirl all to the front once again. And to finally wrap up this video, because I haven't made a video in quite a while, I want to do a comic book recommendation. And I don't know if this is a regular recommendation people make when they're talking about Batman comics to get into, but I can't recommend enough Batman Earth 1 Volume 1 to 3. It only goes up to 3, unfortunately. But this, I love this Batman comic. It is so good. It goes back to the origins, but it goes back to a young Bruce Wayne, a bit like the Robert Pattinson one, kind of finding his sort of steps into being Batman. But the artwork is amazing as well. You can just see by the front cover actually and the back there. But yeah, Earth 1, if you can pick up some comics, Batman Earth 1, it's so good. And to finish off this video, it is my 30th birthday in a couple of weeks, and I plan to have a little superhero party, dress up and everything. We'll have party bags and cakes and everything. It's going to be great. But I finally got my costume just recently, and here's a sneak peek. Oh.
Let me wake up now. I'm not Batman. I'm Batman.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Happy Batman Day. Happy birthday to Batman. 85 years and still going strong. Really looking forward to the future of this character. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like the video. It really helps me out. Subscribe to the channel for more content. And remember, I'm Batman. See ya.